Hi, welcome to ShowMeTheCurry.com. I'm Hital.
I'm Anuja, and today we're going to show you how to make Chai Masala or Tea Masala.
Yep, now this is my mom's recipe, so I had to go knock on her door to get the recipe. But Tea Masala is, this combination of spices that we add to tea, and it gives us this nice aromatic, spicy feel to it, and it's delicious, especially in the winter months. I don't know about you, but a spicy cup of tea, as weird as that may sound for some people, it's fabulous.
No, it's not something that I grew up with, but it's something I acquired the taste for really fast. A lot of the spices that are used in this masala are, good for you anyway throughout the year, and especially during the winter time, it helps you fight colds and coughs and keeps you healthy.
Absolutely. So it's a very simple recipe and very few ingredients, so let's get started.
So Chai Masala or Tea Masala, basically it is a powdered form. So that's something that you just put in a cup of tea, and that's about it. Mixes in with the warm water or milk very fast. But the original product is all whole spices. So now you can either use the whole spices, grind them down yourself, or take a little shortcut and just pick up the brown ones and just mix it in yourself and take it from there.
Right.
So we're going to show you some of the whole products, and you can decide which way you want to go. So we're going to be using elaichi or cardamom seeds, and this is about 2.5 tablespoons of seeds.
And our next ingredient is dried ginger. Now this is probably the only one ingredient in this entire recipe that is probably best to buy it in the powdered form, because I don't know of many places that sell whole dried ginger, though you may find it somewhere, but it's just more convenient to do that. And we have about 5 tablespoons of ground ginger powder here.
So one of the things that gives it that kick in the chai masala is the black pepper. So we are using about 4 tablespoons of whole black peppercorns, but the choice is yours. You can scale up a little bit more or scale down, really.
Next we have cinnamon. Now here is a cinnamon powder that we have. We're choosing to use the pre-ground one because, again, cinnamon is one of those things that is really hard to grind unless you have a really good coffee grinder or spice grinder. But in its whole form, it's like this, and you can use this, but we're using 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder.
The next ingredient that goes in is cloves. We've got the whole forms over here, and basically need ground about 1/2 teaspoon of that.
And our final ingredient is nutmeg. This is nutmeg in its whole form, and here's nutmeg in a powdered form. So the one thing about nutmeg when you buy the powdered form is it's one of those spices that loses its flavor and intensity really fast after it's been ground. So your best bet is to keep it in the whole form and grind it as you need it. But again, it is available in the ground form if you need it, and we're going to use 3/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg powder.
So what you're going to do next is we've got a spice grinder. You're going to put all the stuff that is not ground into this and just grind it and make it into a powder, fine powder.
And it has to be really, really fine because it needs to mix in with the tea really well.
So this is all ground out. So what we did was we ground the whole spices first, made sure they're like a fine powder, and then the ingredients that are already a fine powder, we just mixed it in and just gave it one quick whirl, and so that everything mixes in well. And here it is. So this is what it looks like. Very, very fine powder, and it's approximately 3/4 of a cup. So that's how much it makes.
And you can't believe how wonderful it smells here. It's just yummy smell. But this is a pretty intense powder, so you would probably use about 1/4 teaspoon, which is so much, per cup of tea, and it's all to taste. So if you want it really intense and really spicy and flavorful, go ahead and add more, that's okay. And if you want to scale it down, that's okay too.
Yep.
So it's up to you. Anytime fresh ground spices, we can't stress that enough. It's just amazing. Now, this is a small quantity, even though it looks like a lot. This is a small quantity that we've made. My mom, on the other hand, she makes it for the whole village,
Yep.
So, but her recipe is in weight form, and it's for a big batch of it. So if you need to make a big batch of it, we're going to provide that weight measurement on the website. So check that out as well.
So we'll have the weight one as well as the teaspoon or the tablespoon one that we actually showed on in this particular video. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a clean glass jar, and to make sure it's dry and it's absolutely clean, we're going to put this in. It does not need to go into the refrigerator. You can keep it in your cabinet, and just store it and just use it over time.
And it should last quite a while.
Absolutely, unless you're a really ferocious tea drinker.
And the other thing I wanted to mention, I know a lot of people don't drink tea, and I know a lot of people don't give kids tea because of the caffeine content. But when I was little and feeling under the weather, or during the winter months, even when I'm not feeling under the weather, what my mom would do is she'd mix equal portions of milk and water and boil it, and then add this masala into it. So it's completely caffeine free, of course. It's just milk and water. It's kind of a little bit lighter, and it's light on the stomach, and it has this amazing aroma, and you know, whatever sniffles or whatever you have, it just makes you feel so much better after that.
Right.
So that's another way to use the masala.
I know. I mean, the cinnamon, antioxidants, the black pepper, it'll clear up your cold and your stomach. I mean, like, great properties over right there. So fabulous. So thank you so much, Auntie, for this recipe. And join us again on another episode of ShowMeTheCurry.com.
Adding a pinch of spice to your life.